Hello and welcome to Noggin Comics. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Nora.
So we took about a month's
weeks.
break. It was about a month. I was in the middle of a job search, and unfortunately, our comic shop was behind on books.
Yeah, but we got them all in, and we had a fun time reading.
Yeah. In a more storytelling way of saying that, we ran the gauntlet of comic books. From last Wednesday to yesterday.
I think it was last Thursday.
Last Thursday, yeah. I read 112 comics, and you read. Was it 90?
I have a few more left, but like 90, yeah.
And we're gonna name off the 10 each books that we liked running this gauntlet.
No particular order.
No particular order, because that would be extremely difficult. And we also want to come back. We want to start making more content again. We got Twin City Con next week. Minnesota Comic Exchange the week after that. Let's hop on to. Let's go with your first pick. Not number one. This is in no particular order. It's just our. Out of the 100+ books that we read in 1 week, what was our 10 favorite reads?
Okay. So, let's just figure these out quick here. Alright, I'm going to start with...
Just start with that one, because I didn't read that one.
Yeah.
I like that, yeah.
Okay, we're improvising here. Okay, so I have been reading Deadly Class, not since the beginning, but probably in single issues since like maybe 30-something or 40. So this is the very last issue of Deadly Class, number 56, with this awesome cover. It was a little emotional, like everything was building up into this final issue.
That's Vic Remender and Wes Craig, right?
Yep, Rick Remender, Wes Craig, I can't speak. And this kind of fast forwards to the near future, but everything that basically Maria and I can't remember the Marcus that they're kind of building towards culminates, and it's really a nice, beautiful ending. So I didn't cry that much, only a little, but yeah, it was really good. And I started discovering this after we watched the season 1 of the show, which
only season.
Yeah, the only season which got canceled. So sad. It was so good. But the comic is so good. So definitely read it all now that it's done.
And sticking with series that have come to an end, I'm going to talk about Catwoman Lonely City by Cliff Chiang.
Number 4.
Number 4. This is the last one. This goes to places I didn't think it was going to go to.
So good, yeah.
It's really good. It brings in characters that you wouldn't think that would fit particularly well in this universe that Chang has created. I would recommend those if you're gonna check this out. Wait for it to come out in trade. I think it's gonna present extremely well. If I don't want to give any spoilers away. But yeah, here's what you can see of the Batcave basically.
Yeah.
So, highly recommend this.
The artwork in that prestige size works really well for that story.
And I think it's going to work better once it's collected.
Yeah.
I think that's the issue with a lot of Black Label books.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to continue on. So, this didn't make your list, but you thought about it, right?
Yeah, I did think about it.
Vanish. Number 2, Donny Cates, Ryan Stegman. I'll admit, when this book first got announced, I thought it was going to be an Image love letter. The imprint's called KLC Press, Kids Love Chains Press, which is an homage to McFarlane.
The whole book is an homage to McFarlane.
Yeah, the whole book's an homage to McFarlane, and it starts off when you get this gut punch when how it starts off first, and then it's not all that action-packed, this issue.
No, the first issue for sure.
Yeah, first issue. This is kind of, you sat down with your character and you kind of realized what was going on. Once again, Donny Cates, Ryan Stegman's knocking it out of the park.
Yes. Okay, I'll do one that we're both going to talk about, I think, right?
Yeah.
So, I am behind on reading Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil. I started reading it again once they renumbered it. So I did not read Devil's Reign. I have not read Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil. I know, I'm so behind. I'm gonna get caught up soon.
And yet, this is in your top 10 picks.
Because...
Reading 100 comics, it made your top 10 list.
Yeah, because of the ending, which I don't want to spoil, but I just love Elektra and Daredevil together, and I love that she is Daredevil now too, and they're both just embracing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so awesome. And we're gonna maybe do a couple's Halloween next year outfits together, maybe. But yeah, I mean, the way this ended, and
next year might be more of a X-Men type of year for us. It's the Uncanny Experience, but
yes, no, but this is just like, I think I'm enjoying his Daredevil more than his Batman, but they're both so good. So, what else?
No, so Zdarsky is killing it on Daredevil. Chichello? No.
Let me see. You're really bad at pronouncing names. Raphael De La Torre, maybe?
He makes it work. Like you said, the very last panel makes this story, in my opinion, makes this issue. But it's also like a build up to that final scene.
Yeah.
So
it's just really beautifully done.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright. I'll go to. Haha. So, one of my favorite women of Marvel, I think, from the early... when I really got into comics.
Oh, you just say...
was Jessica Jones. Or is Jessica Jones.
Just in the Netflix show.
Yeah, the Netflix show really sold me. But yeah, the Variants #4. I mean, this is a great cover, but this miniseries has been so good.
Who did the cover on that again?
It's all... Oh.
It's not Phil Nolan.
I don't know.
It is Phil Nolan.
Yeah. Which... Yeah, no, this story is just bonkers, and I just love Jessica Jones and all these other versions of her coming together to try to, like, figure out what's really going on. And then the ending of it with all their other Jessica Joneses of different other characters is just so fun.
You just gave me the ending.
Well, this has been out for a few weeks, honestly.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, the ending is so cool, and I'm like, oh, there's only one issue left, and I'm just gonna be so sad it's over, because I love Gail Simone, and I love Jessica Jones.
Basically what she's saying is Gail Simone needs to be more active with Marvel books.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give more Gail Simone time to write. She's awesome.
So I'm gonna do a twofer here.
Oh, yeah.
So
We're just going speedy quick.
well, yeah, those would be here for like 5 hours. I'll be honest. Jerry Duggan.
Jerry Dugan.
Maybe one of my favorite writers right now.
Yeah.
And it's because of what he's doing with X-Men. 15 and 16 were phenomenal reads, and I think it's because one of the most underrated X-Men characters is front and center in this.
Oh, Forge. Yeah.
Yeah. And not to mention the artwork is so damn good.
Yeah, and I know that now I have to go back and read Hickman's run, which I already have.
Yeah.
Waiting for me to read with the Children of the Vault, which I was told that's really good.
We've been enjoying the Judgment Day stuff too with X-Men. I mean, it kind of got you reading Internals, but you probably never thought you would.
Yes. Who's doing this artwork here? Woo!
Castelloli?
Sounds like you just said cannoli. I have to find the page.
No, it's Cassasera, looks like.
Joshua Cassara.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, now that Magic's on the team, I'm gonna keep reading this.
You've been reading X-Men now for like 5 months. So.
Yes. Okay, well, I'm gonna throw people for a loop too, or at least you.
This was like, I thought it was gonna make my list, but instead it made your list.
Yes, the person who has not much, I know, not much Spider-Man knowledge in the world.
His name's Peter Parker.
What? Read this, and I really loved it. The artwork alone, like this panel, I recommended it to someone after you told me how good it was, before I read it. But this panel alone just was like, okay, I'll read this, and Taboo is co-writing it, I believe. Let's see, the artist is, so it's B. Earl and Taboo, and then Juan Ferreira?
Ferreira's been on other stuff, too.
And
but
just
not
yeah,
that
it's
good.
it's so good. Like this was I wouldn't have read this, I don't think, if it wasn't for like Taboo and this artwork. But yeah, I really loved the dynamic between.
I think the reason why you picked it up too is because you wanted to have a darker, more mature version of Spider-Man.
Yeah, and there was a bear in it, so that was intriguing.
Well, that's kind of how I got you hooked into reading it.
Yeah.
This book's now been out for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, there's a tie-in to a certain team that Nora likes.
Oh yeah, no, I finally just realized that. Wow.
So,
Yes. New Mutants. Duh.
so
Yes. So good.
and that would have made my list too if I didn't have another twofer on here. But how many books have you got left over there?
3.
3. Okay.
So yeah, you go.
So, my twofer again was the Rolly 1 and 2. And this kind of had that, almost that scumbag feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my original thought was going into it.
Mm-hmm.
But
well,
then...
and the one he's co-writing with... Money Shot,
yeah.
not really.
Yeah, so it's Tim Seeley writing it and Fran Gallon doing the art. Gallon's artwork is just phenomenal throughout this whole thing. I mean, seriously, the way that they do the lettering. Well, format, I should not lie. Format.
Yeah.
You can actually hear the song flowing with it.
Yeah.
But what I like about this, though, is rock and roll and exorcism.
Yes. Dark magic.
Dark magic.
Yeah.
And there was another book that had that dark magic feel to it this week. Damn Them All. That could have made this list.
Yeah.
I just had more fun. And I think that's the thing. This is such a fun series. Especially if you grew up on 80s rock and roll.
Yeah, and there's only 4 issues of that. And I need to reread Damn Them All because I got really interrupted when I read it.
It was such a heavy...
Yeah. Well, Simon Spurrier is a writer who you have to really pay attention to because of the accents and the words.
Yeah, and Damn Them All had that Constantine feel to it, I felt.
Yeah.
So
I think you almost like this next book of mine more. Actually, we could talk about this. Oh, okay, never mind.
yeah, that one's out.
Alright, so we both like this one, and I'm now tempted to pick up one of his, I think, young adult horror books that he did. So this is Dead Mall #1 by Adam Cesar, David Stoll. This is also, I think, a 1 of 4. But yeah, this
Another one that's about the art.
Yeah, it was about the art and the suspense. Basically, these kids are in a mall drunk, and they're like, oh, nothing's gonna really happen, and things start to get spooky after they see something that they took on their phone in the background.
It's definitely filled with cliches.
Yeah.
The horror cliches, and reading this during spooky season really helped too.
Yeah.
There was just a certain... In a weird way, there's a certain charm to it.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Where I feel like that's missing in like Stuff with Nightmares right now. Where like we want to like Stuff with Nightmares.
Yeah. This one got me... I was like, this is more... not unique, but this is more fun.
Enjoyable.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's only going to be 4 issues, so... I mean, the artwork is different, but I think it's just a different story that... Yeah, I've read so many books. I can't even remember what it's about half the time.
I've actually know what all my books are about. That's the craziest thing.
Scary.
So yeah, and actually, can you do this one, because
I
think you like this one more than I did.
Oh yeah. Well, I had to get this awesome peach cover, but this one is Hitomi #1 from Image. That was, I think, a few weeks ago. I don't remember anymore. But yeah, the artwork alone got me intrigued by this. I mean, like, look at that. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I've read half as many like samurai type stories that Kyle has.
Yeah.
So I think maybe this is why I also liked it more. But this girl's trying to figure out really what's going on, and
it's a good story.
Recapping.
And I think it's gonna be one of the stories that it's gonna be better told once it's finished.
Oh yeah, altogether probably.
So.
But this is just like, I wanted to see how if it hooked me in, and it did.
And I think looking at it too, I just kind of got Peach Momoko's Demon Days feel with it too.
I did too, but I think I'm sorry, but I think this artwork is better for an interior art, I think this one flows better than like Peach's stuff.
But then you can say that certain panels looks exactly like what Peach did.
Yeah, that's true. But maybe they're really close buddies. I don't know.
No. Like I said, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But when you read over 100 comics in a week, you kind of have
True.
to pick and choose what one you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, did you have this one on your list too?
Yes.
So we share this one on our list. And I think honestly, this is one of probably my surprise of the week, or the 100 issues.
It's another suspense book that built well.
You can say the artist on this one.
Oh.
But this is The Approach, #1 by Boom Studios.
It's Jeremy Hahn and Jason Hurley writing.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Jesus Huervas? Or Hervas? And Leah Caballero?
Yeah. So I would have screwed those names up.
Yeah.
This book is the master of suspense. Like, you think this is going to be a tale of claustrophobic being stuck in a terminal because of bad weather.
Yeah, it's pretty basic artwork, but it works.
Well, yeah, I think that's the artwork of the book just kind of establishes this, like, you know...
monotonous type.
Not really monotonous, just, like, everyday life.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of monotonous.
Yeah.
And then the very last page is like, BAM!
Mm-hmm.
This is not what you think it is. This
Yeah.
is more like The Thing than it is The Terminal.
That's true.
So,
which I know I need to watch that movie.
I loved it. Jeremy Hahn's done some other horror books, I believe, too, that we've enjoyed.
He did that Red Mother.
Yeah.
Which was...
strange.
It was weird, but it was okay.
It was good.
Yeah.
I mean, we bought every issue of it, so I think we enjoyed it.
Yeah, that doesn't speak much. We buy a lot of comics and read a lot of comics.
Yeah. Let's do that one, and then
okay.
finish on
my penultimate, or my last one.
Yeah.
So, we both really liked the first arc of the story, and the first issue of the second arc was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken Devils #1. There's a different artist now, but
I like the artist more.
Yeah, it kind of works.
It kind of has a...
you don't really notice, though, which is nice, so you don't notice a huge difference.
I did.
Really?
It had more of this kinetic chaos to it than the first issue.
Brian Boccolato, oh my gosh, Mattia Monaco is the artist. But yeah, the lettering and everything is the same from the first series. But, yeah, basically this guy from, if you haven't read the first arc, you know, goes on this killing spree, and he doesn't tell his family, and now kind of things are unraveling as you meet them again, and yeah, it's just a really good setting up of what's really to come, I think, in this story arc.
Okay. He kills bad guys. He's not killing everybody.
Oh, yeah, okay, he kills bad guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
I like to ramble, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, he kills the bad guys.
In Nora's description, that wouldn't make a good movie. The way that the dialogue is in this and the story, it would make a very good movie or TV show down the line. It very much has that Breaking Bad feel to it.
That's true.
So.
Yes. Which we, So.
She's like, I'm done now. And then the last book that I picked, well, it's not really the last book, because this is in no particular order. Barbaric Axe to Grind by Marco Morrissey and Drew Gooden, or Nathan Gooden. And this is just pure fun. This is kind of what I wanted from Muslim Future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different. It's different, though.
The Axe is the greatest character that's come out of 2022, in my opinion.
Yeah, he just wants blood.
He gets drunk. That's how blood is his alcohol. And any type of, like, so, like, they fight a monster, like a troll monster in this. Oh, no, like a wooden oak thing.
Yeah, on the cover.
And she's chopping at it. And he's like, this is not good. And then finally once he's like, oh, I am wasted. Fun book, really funny dialogue. The artwork is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, the ones that Muslim Future has on this, and I keep bringing it back, it's kind of got Muslim Future just ended, which I would have put on the list. But Dan Mora's artwork on Muslim Future makes that book. The story doesn't, in my opinion. This is a good combination of artist and writer collaborating.
Right.
So,
But yeah, that was basically the whole month of October. And what
5
really
weeks.
stood out from us.
5 weeks of comics we pull off. And if you're looking at our last video opposed to now, it has been 5 weeks.
Yeah, and you can see, all the comics.
Not really.
Behind me. Here.
Yeah, so you
that
probably
we have to put away.
was going to comic shows, all these comics and comics even before then that we read. We've got probably about 400 comics put away. So, but have you ever read more than 50 books?
I mean, we know we're crazy, but
well, honestly, I just felt like not getting the books kind of was weird because we've been getting, even during the pandemic, we were getting books on a weekly basis, even when they were not coming out, and when we couldn't get these books, it just kind of felt like we were in limbo almost, to go in a magic type of way. We were in limbo, just coasting along, had nothing to look forward to. So, but
so we caught up on a bunch of other stuff.
Kinda. I was playing Gotham Knights. No, but out of the books we just talked about, what book did you like or what did you enjoy? Or what book did we miss from this?
Yeah, or if you want to buy any of these books too, I'll just give my plug of going online to the place where I work, which we'll put in the description, yeah. You can go shop online.
You could just say it.
Mind's Eye Comics.
Yeah.
We can ship it.
You need to, when you're trying to promote something, you gotta say it multiple times. So, but until then, see you at the comic shop and have a good night.
Bye.